What they uncovered inside Kate Middleton's home is absolutely shocking. Hidden letters, confidential royal documents, and a truth so powerful it could reshape the monarchy as we know it. At a high-stakes summit in Balmoral, the Princess of Wales made a stunning declaration. It's time to tell everything. It was all a lie. But what exactly was the lie? And why has Kate chosen this moment to finally break her silence? For years, whispers of secrets, power struggles, and hidden agendas have swirled behind palace doors. But now, the truth is spilling out, and it's bigger than anyone imagined. Was Queen Elizabeth keeping something from the public? And could this revelation change the very future of the royal family? This isn't just another royal scandal. This is a revelation that could shake the monarchy to its core. The answers lie in confidential letters, unseen documents, and a history that the palace never wanted you to know. Stay tuned, because the truth is finally coming to light. To understand why this revelation is so explosive, we need to look at who Kate Middleton truly is, and why she might be the real future of the monarchy. From the moment she stepped into royal life, Kate has been more than just the wife of Prince William. Her journey from a middle-class upbringing to the heart of the British monarchy was nothing short of extraordinary. She wasn't born into royalty, yet she has embodied its values with grace, poise, and an unshakable sense of duty. Kate's transition from a private citizen to a global icon was seamless. While many struggled under the weight of royal expectations, Kate thrived. She embraced tradition while bringing a fresh, modern perspective, a balance that has made her one of the most beloved members of the royal family. She's more than a figurehead. She's a leader. Through her work in mental health advocacy, early childhood development, and modernizing the monarchy's public image, she has carved out a role that is uniquely her own. Unlike past royals who were content with ceremonial duties, Kate has actively shaped the monarchy's future. Her passion for children's welfare and family well-being has led to groundbreaking initiatives that have reshaped how the royal family engages with the public. And the people have noticed. Public love for Kate has skyrocketed, making her a symbol of stability, kindness, and progress. Compared to Camilla, whose acceptance within the royal family has been met with decades of skepticism, Kate represents something new. She connects with people in a way that feels genuine, relatable, and deeply personal. But behind the royal engagements, the carefully curated appearances, and the dazzling tiaras, there has always been something more. Something the public never saw. Because behind closed doors, things were far from perfect. Queen Elizabeth knew the truth. She saw what was happening, and she put it in writing. What the late Queen revealed in her private letters changes everything. It wasn't just about Kate's role, it was about the future of the monarchy itself. And now, those letters have been uncovered. The question is, what do they say? At Balmoral, the royal family gathered for what was supposed to be a discussion about the future. But what unfolded behind those palace doors was far more explosive than anyone could have predicted. Seated in the grand yet imposing halls of Queen Elizabeth's beloved Scottish retreat, the most powerful figures in the monarchy faced each other: Kate Middleton, Camilla, Queen Consort, Princess Anne, and King Charles himself. The air was thick with expectation, but no one knew the storm that was about to break. Camilla was the first to speak. With confidence, she asserted her authority, claiming she had been personally entrusted by Queen Elizabeth to reshape the role of Queen Consort, to modernize the monarchy in her own image. She spoke of duty, of continuity, of her deep commitment to the crown. Her words were polished, measured, designed to leave no doubt about her position in the family's hierarchy. But then, Kate stood up, and what she did next would change everything. With a calm yet resolute expression, she unfolded a letter. Not just any letter. This was a private correspondence from Queen Elizabeth herself. And in that moment, the room went still. Kate's voice was steady as she read aloud the Queen's words. "You, Catherine, are the future of the monarchy." The weight of the statement hung in the air. This was not just a casual note. This was a deliberate message, a revelation that shattered the narrative Camilla had just laid out. The Queen had foreseen what the monarchy would need to survive, and it wasn't Camilla. It was Kate. Kate took a breath before reading the next line. And then, in a moment of sheer defiance, she looked directly at Camilla and said the words that left everyone stunned. It was all a lie. The shock was immediate. Camilla's face paled. Her once confident posture stiffened. King Charles shifted in his chair, his expression unreadable. Princess Anne, always composed, sat with a gaze that revealed nothing. Yet, in her silence, there was something undeniable. The room was silent, but the implications were deafening. Kate had just exposed a hidden truth, one that had been buried beneath royal protocol and tradition. Queen Elizabeth had never intended for Camilla to be the true force behind the future of the monarchy. That role was always meant for Kate. What did this mean for Camilla's place in the royal family? Had she been misled? Or worse, had she deliberately ignored the late Queen's wishes? As the tension thickened, Camilla's reaction spoke volumes. Her hands gripped the armrests of her chair. Her composed facade threatened to crack. The balance of power within the monarchy had just shifted, and there was nothing she could do to stop it. The truth was finally out, but this was only the beginning, because what was hidden in those letters was even more shocking than anyone imagined. Camilla's reaction was immediate and intense. She was caught completely off guard. As Kate's words echoed through the room, the Queen Consort's expression shifted in an instant. The confidence she had carried just moments before began to fade, replaced by something far less assured. Her hands tightened around the arms of her chair, her posture stiffened, and for the first time in years, Camilla looked truly unsteady. Insiders would later reveal that Camilla felt blindsided, betrayed by a truth she never saw coming. For years, she had believed she was acting under Queen Elizabeth's direct wishes, that her role as Queen Consort had been solidified, that her place in the monarchy was unquestionable. But now, in front of the entire family, a letter, a single letter, had thrown everything into uncertainty. Because this wasn't just any letter. This was the voice of Queen Elizabeth herself, from beyond the grave, redefining the hierarchy of the monarchy in ways Camilla never anticipated. For decades, Camilla had fought to be accepted. She had endured public scrutiny, relentless criticism, and the lasting shadow of Princess Diana's legacy. She had worked tirelessly to reshape her public image, to prove her devotion to the crown, to solidify her position as the rightful Queen Consort. And now, in a matter of moments, it was all in question. The letter's meaning was clear. Queen Elizabeth had seen Kate as the monarchy's true future, not Camilla, not even King Charles. Kate. A wave of realization seemed to hit Camilla all at once. Had she been misled? Had Queen Elizabeth ever truly intended for her to take on this role permanently? Or had she merely been a placeholder, a transitional figure to bridge the gap between generations until Kate was ready to take over? Her worst fear had just been spoken into existence. She was being overshadowed, and not just by anyone, by Kate Middleton. For years, Camilla had watched Kate's influence grow, slowly but undeniably. She had seen how the public embraced her, how effortlessly she balanced tradition with modernity, how seamlessly she stepped into the role of a future queen. And now, it seemed, the late queen herself had recognized it too. A rivalry had been simmering beneath the surface for years, unspoken but undeniable. And now, in this very moment, it had finally boiled over. Camilla's expression darkened, but she said nothing. There was nothing to say. The letter had spoken for itself. The power struggle within the royal family had just reached its breaking point, but the real question was, what would Camilla do now? Behind palace walls, a quiet rivalry has been brewing for years. Camilla versus Kate, a battle of the past versus the future. Camilla represents royal tradition, a monarchy built on duty, hierarchy, and a carefully controlled image. Her journey to the throne was anything but smooth, riddled with controversy, scandal, and relentless public scrutiny. But through it all, she remained steadfast, determined to prove she belonged. Kate, on the other hand, is the face of modern royalty, a woman who effortlessly blends elegance with relatability. She was never supposed to be royal, yet she has come to define what the future of the monarchy looks like. The world has watched her grow into a poised leader, someone who carries herself with grace but isn't afraid to embrace change. And that contrast? It's at the heart of their quiet battle for influence. Camilla's past remains a shadow that follows her. The scandal of her affair with Charles, the lingering comparisons to Princess Diana, and the skepticism that never fully faded. These are burdens she's carried for decades. Even after finally earning the title of Queen Consort, the question has always remained, does she truly belong? Kate, by comparison, has never faced such doubts. From the moment she entered royal life, she played her role flawlessly. She married into the family without controversy, never wavered under pressure, and quickly became one of the most beloved royals of the modern era. Her public image is untouchable, graceful, composed, and scandal-free. And the people have made their choice. They favor Kate. Public opinion has always been a source of frustration for Camilla. No matter how hard she worked, no matter how much she tried to reshape her narrative, she could never match Kate's effortless popularity. And it wasn't just the public that saw Kate as the future. Queen Elizabeth did too. The late Queen's trust in Kate drove an even deeper wedge between them. While Camilla worked for years to prove her worth, Kate earned the Queen's confidence effortlessly. She was mentored, guided, and quietly prepared for something bigger. And at Balmoral, that truth was finally exposed. The letter that Kate read aloud made it undeniable. The Queen had always envisioned Kate as the true future of the monarchy. That single moment shifted the entire balance of power. For Camilla, it was more than just a personal blow. It was a challenge to her very authority. Had she spent all these years climbing to the top, only to be pushed aside in favor of someone younger, more beloved, and with a clearer vision for the future? And the real question now, will Camilla accept a secondary role, standing in Kate's shadow? Or will she fight to keep her place as Queen Consort, no matter the cost? Because if history has taught us anything about the royal family, power struggles never end quietly. But Kate's journey hasn't been without its struggles. Her health battles tested her in ways few could imagine. Yet through it all, she proved something undeniable. Not only could she withstand the pressures of royal life, but she could do so with grace, strength, and unwavering determination. Long before the Balmoral summit, Kate had already faced some of the most challenging moments of her life. During her pregnancies, she suffered from hyperemesis gravidarum, a severe condition far beyond ordinary morning sickness. It left her debilitated, unable to keep food down, and physically drained for months. The symptoms were relentless, forcing her to step back from public duties at times. Yet, even in her weakest moments, Kate never allowed herself to disappear. Despite her illness, she remained dedicated to her royal responsibilities, carefully balancing rest with her duties. Each time she re-emerged in public, she did so with composure, never letting the world see the true extent of her suffering. It was a quiet but powerful display of resilience, one that echoed the strength of another legendary royal, Queen Elizabeth II. Elizabeth had built her reign on endurance, duty, and an unshakable presence, qualities that Kate was now proving to possess in abundance. Even through illness, she understood what it meant to uphold the image of the monarchy. And the people saw it too. The same strength that had carried the Queen through decades of challenges was now being reflected in Kate. But not everyone was convinced. Reports suggest that Camilla herself had doubts. Behind palace walls, whispers circulated. Could Kate handle the immense responsibility of being queen? Would she be strong enough, resilient enough, and healthy enough to bear the weight of the crown? Kate's response? She didn't just survive, she thrived. She took her struggles and turned them into a platform for advocacy, speaking openly about maternal health and using her influence to bring awareness to the challenges of pregnancy and early childhood development. Instead of being defined by her hardships, she used them to inspire change. And in doing so, she proved something crucial. She wasn't just a royal by marriage. She wasn't just a supporting figure in William's life. She was a leader in her own right. The monarchy has always demanded strength under pressure, and Kate had shown that she possessed it in every way that mattered. Through her battles, she emerged not as a fragile figure, but as the very embodiment of resilience. And after Balmoral, one thing was certain. Kate Middleton had already proven her worth as queen consort. The only question left, would Camilla step aside? Or would she fight to keep the power that was slipping from her grasp? And now, the shocking discovery inside Kate Middleton's home that confirms everything. For years, there have been whispers, clues, moments that suggested Kate Middleton's role in the monarchy was far greater than anyone realized. But until now, there was no proof, no undeniable evidence of what Queen Elizabeth had truly planned for the future, until the day it was found. Hidden deep within a private study at Kensington Palace, tucked away among centuries-old documents and royal archives, they uncovered a collection of letters, personal, handwritten notes from Queen Elizabeth herself. Letters that had been sealed away, waiting to be discovered. And the contents? Absolutely groundbreaking. One letter, written in the Queen's unmistakable script, held a message so powerful it changed everything we thought we knew about the monarchy's future. You are the heart of the monarchy's future, not Charles, not Camilla, Kate. The revelation was staggering because it wasn't just a letter of encouragement. It was a carefully worded declaration from Queen Elizabeth, making it clear that Kate had always been her choice to lead the next generation of royals. And this wasn't an isolated note. The letters revealed an even deeper truth. Kate had been groomed for this role for years, long before Camilla was ever truly embraced as queen consort. Among the papers were documents detailing private meetings, guidance sessions, and personal mentorship from Queen Elizabeth herself. The Queen had been quietly preparing Kate for something greater, not just as a wife to Prince William, but as the monarchy's guiding force in the years to come. This wasn't accidental. It wasn't a last-minute decision. This was a plan that had been in motion for years. And suddenly, all the pieces fell into place. Kate's confidence, her growing influence, the way she seamlessly took on more responsibilities, mirroring the late Queen's own presence and leadership style. It had never been about simply supporting William. Kate had always been meant to lead. But if this was Queen Elizabeth's vision for the future, where did that leave Camilla? Because these letters didn't just solidify Kate's importance, they raised a serious question about Camilla's place in the monarchy. Had she ever truly been the Queen's intended choice? Or had she simply been a temporary figure, holding the position until Kate was ready to step forward? The monarchy had long been built on unspoken power struggles, hidden truths, and carefully orchestrated transitions. But this time, the truth couldn't stay buried. These documents had revealed the real plan for the monarchy, one that Camilla may never have been meant to be a part of. And now that the truth was out, one thing was clear. Kate Middleton's role was never just about standing beside William. It was about leading the monarchy into the future. And for Camilla, the question remained: would she step aside and accept the Queen's plan? Or would she fight to keep a crown that may never have truly been meant for her? So what does all of this mean for the future of the monarchy? The revelations at Balmoral, the hidden letters from Queen Elizabeth, and the undeniable shift in public favor. Everything has pointed to one conclusion. The monarchy is evolving, and at the center of it all is Kate Middleton. From the moment she joined the royal family, Queen Elizabeth saw something in Kate that others overlooked. She wasn't just a future queen by title. She possessed the grace, resilience, and vision necessary to secure the monarchy's future. Unlike many before her, Kate understood the balance between tradition and modernization, seamlessly adapting to the ever-changing expectations of a new era. Through quiet mentorship, the late Queen shaped Kate's path, preparing her for something greater than just standing beside William. She was being molded into a leader. Queen Elizabeth's belief in Kate wasn't just about duty, it was about survival. The monarchy needed someone who could bridge the old world with the new, someone who could command respect, connect with the people, and navigate the pressures of a modern royal family. And then came the moment at Balmoral. It wasn't just a meeting of the royals, it was the moment of truth. When Kate read aloud the late Queen's words, everything changed. The unspoken power struggles, the quiet rivalries, the looming uncertainty, it all became crystal clear. Kate had been the Queen's true choice all along. The Balmoral revelation wasn't just about a single letter. It was about a legacy being passed down. It was the moment that solidified Kate as the monarchy's next great leader. But what does that mean for Camilla? Her future is no longer as certain as she once believed. The letters have raised a question that cannot be ignored. Was her reign ever meant to last? Or was she merely a temporary figure, holding a role that was never truly hers? Now, she stands at a crossroads. Will she accept the inevitable, step back, and allow Kate to take her rightful place? Or will she fight to hold on to a crown that, in the eyes of Queen Elizabeth herself, was never truly meant for her? One thing is undeniable. Kate's influence is growing. Her steady, composed, and authentic approach to royal life has ensured her success in ways no one can contest. With every public appearance, every initiative, and every carefully measured step, she is cementing her place as the true leader of the next generation of royals. The monarchy is changing. The future is being rewritten. And at the very center of it all is Kate Middleton. The final question is no longer about whether Kate can rise to power. The real question is, can Camilla compete with the undeniable force that Kate has become? So, what do you think? Is Camilla truly secure in her position? Or has Kate Middleton already stepped into the role of the real queen in waiting? Will Camilla fight to hold on to her place? Or are we already witnessing a power shift within the monarchy that cannot be undone? The revelations from Balmoral, the hidden letters from Queen Elizabeth, and the clear divide within the royal family have set the stage for one of the biggest questions in modern royal history. Has the Queen's true successor been Kate all along? We want to hear your thoughts. Do you believe Camilla will step aside and accept the Queen's plan? Or will she fight to stay in control? Is this the beginning of a royal power struggle that could shake the monarchy forever? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget, this is only the beginning. There are more secrets, more untold truths, and more shocking revelations still to come. So make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss a single update as we continue to uncover the hidden truths behind the royal family. And stay tuned, because in our next video, we're revealing another royal bombshell that could change everything once again.